If you've been looking at the Acura Integra, you've probably looked at the Civic Si. If you've looked at the Civic Si, you've probably looked at the Integra. Now, to get a manual transmission Integra, you have to spend an additional $5,000 over the cost of a Civic Si. So the question is it worth it to go with the higher priced and slightly nicer badge name with Acura, or is the cheaper Civic Si going to do it for you? Now, I've driven both of them. Obviously, I'm in the Integra right now. It's the A-Spec with the manual transmission, and it's excellent. Let's talk about the Acura first. On the interior here, with these suede seats, these are very comfortable, and this is a nicer interior than the Civic Si. The Civic Si starts at $27,500 or $27,700 when you go with the high performance tire package. Thought that was an Si right there. Almost broke my neck. How about that? So the interior on this, while it is a more expensive car, it is nicer. They both have wireless Apple CarPlay, so that's a great feature. Literally, this area is identical in both of the cars. There's A-Spec badging here, red leather on the door cards and on the armrests right here. And the shifter, it's beautiful. It feels good in and out of the gears, feels identical to the Honda. But this car is extremely efficient, has great technology. I just think that it's slightly more mature than the Honda. That doesn't mean, though, that you may not like this car more as far as looks go. So the engines are exactly the same. 201 horsepower, 192 pound-feet of torque, 1.5 liter turbo. There's plenty of aftermarket that you can tune this thing with. It's a fun car, revs nicely, handles well, and there's great visibility and space in the cabin. So the exterior of the Integra is much more subdued, in my opinion. So now on to the Si. If you're looking for something that doesn't take itself so seriously and is slightly less nice in terms of ergonomics and materials inside the car, and you're just looking for a fun to drive, cheap performance car, that's what to go with. I like the wheels on it better. I like the exterior styling better. This also has a hatchback type feature to it. So it is 4 doors. The Integra was always a 2-door car, so that's kind of confusing. But the back seats have access to the trunk, so when they fold flat, it's wide open, like, you know, like in a Focus ST or something like that. Now, when you're in the Civic Si, it's a typical sedan. The trunk is closed off and everything like that, and that can actually have benefits too in terms of how loud the car is on the interstates, because there's more open space in the cabin, more area for sound to echo and boom around. The car is so lightweight, it's fun to rev, fun to shift. Really, you can't go wrong with either car. The question is the price difference between the two worth it to you? And that's going to be up to you to decide. If it was me choosing, I would be going with the Civic Si. I think it has better colors. It has better factory performance options that you can put onto the car. The wheels are amazing. Can come option with the summer tire package, which I think this can too. And I just don't find the extra money put into this being worth it. Although it is beautiful. So if you like this, you don't have any interior options on the Civic Si. You know, it's a very simple car from the factory. There's only so many options you can put on it. And for that reason, they can keep the cost down. So if this is the interior that you really like, go for this. Absolutely. You're not going to regret that in any way. Get exactly what you're looking for, because performance-wise, the cars are basically the same. They both have a limited slip differential, same engine. So you're looking the same in that area. It's going to depend on aesthetically on the interior, which one do you like better, because they drive virtually the same. It really does remind me of the K20 engines in the 8th generation Civics and then the RSX Type S. That's what this feels like and sounds like. It's one of the best engines that they ever built. Or you can just buy a Mustang and make a lot of noise and go very slow. The choice is yours. I hope you like this video. Click this video if you want to see more.